Be cool if these are like pot leaves. I'd just leave them if they were pot. But I don't know what plant this is, so I don't want to get called out for having whack leaves in my clip. You gotta really think about everything.
When I think about Ben Kadow, it's the same idea that a pro skater shouldn't just be another schlub, just shouldn't be your buddy or some guy from the mall. A pro skater should be exciting and kind of scary and intense, you know?
I can't believe I was skating in the playground. This gate didn't used to be here, and then they installed it. That's why you gotta get to your tricks when you first see them, because they do shit like this and make it harder.
He's super anxious, and he's terribly uncomfortable. But I think that's what makes him special, is that he figured out how to go straight through his uncomfortableness and do it anyways, which maybe is why he's able to look the way he looks and skate the way he skates, because he's not gonna like go off course because he's uncomfortable. He'll just do it.
Asshole.
Well, this kid's not playing punk. Like, this he might just go gutter punk. Like, he might go full bore. And he might just be for real. Like, he might just live in a squat. Like, after this, like, it felt real. He just felt like, I'm not playing a game here. This isn't a fucking act.
Dude, I hate going to fucking fakie, bitch. God damn it. Dude, every trick is to fakie. That was sick. Ew. Mic'd up too. Oh.
Ben is truly authentic, you know. I don't think that we've ever seen anybody skate like Ben, or there probably won't be anybody that skates like Ben, you know. That's why when you guys are saying that you're like doing one of these on Ben, I'm like, he sat and like, y'all asked him questions.
Holy shit. I'm supposed to talk now? All right. I can't.
What's up? Welcome back to Epically Later. We're at East Village, New York City. It's really exciting for me to be out here shooting Epically Later stuff again. And we're shooting today. We're meeting up with Ben Kadow, who I don't know, never met him, but he's one of my favorite younger skaters. Obviously, such a sick style, and the kind of person where you see a clip, it's unique, does unique tricks, but you see a clip and you just kind of want to know more. Like, you know, when deciding who to do episodes on, sometimes it's just a matter of, I want to know more about that guy. Yeah, the only time I ever talked to him was when I asked him if he'd do an episode, and I was actually amazed that he would do it. He seems like somebody you don't see on camera much. Ben, I could not find one thing of him talking. I couldn't find what his voice sounded like. Just a complete mystery to me. I don't know, he's just like the quintessential, like, cool New York skater. You know, we're always looking for the unique characters to feature on this show. And he lives on this corner over here, apparently, so we're gonna go find him. My impression is he reminds me of Darby Crash in Decline of the Western Civilization, one of my favorite documentaries. And, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I hope you enjoy the show.
Sorry, I'm like, I'll sit down in 1 second.
What's your name origin?
Just American, I don't know. It's a weird last name.
We thought maybe you were like Russian.
I know, people, I've been getting fucking Putin a lot and it's bugging me. God damn it.
So where are you from originally?
From Brewster, New York.
Where's that?
It's like an hour north from here.
Some people told me that you were a snowboarder.
Yeah. That was big for me growing up. I wanted to be a pro snowboarder when I was a kid.
Were you sponsored snowboarder?
No, I think if I got sponsored, I would have just kept doing that. But I was pretty good. Could do a fucking backflip. 270 board slide.
He told me that he snowboarded in regular stance, and I know he switched back lip to 20s there.
Yeah, I got clips. I got mad snowboard clips. And then that just kind of faded off, and I started skating more. My first board was a Kirchart Alien Workshop. I don't know if that's true, but it's my sister's board, and I stole it and was just kick flipping all over the place. I wouldn't land the kick flips, but you know, I'd try. When I was like 16, it was just like, I'm just gonna skate. I don't know, I just wanted to film videos with my friends and get free shit.
Whoa! Yes! That was fucking amazing. I might break my no playback rule for today, just for that.
MTV Cribs. Hello. What are you listening to? Tons of artists. Here's Tompkins. My mom would drive us in and we'd go visit Nana. She's like, all right, I'm gonna let you do this. If you skate 2 blocks down, there's a park there and there's a bunch of skaters. And that was this place.
In the New York, around like 2007, 8, 9, that mix, I'd always go to Tompkins. You knew all these little kids. You knew all these kids that skate at Tompkins. There was this one kid out of the group, always dressed super uniquely, pants, maybe a couple patches on him, void shirt tucked in, very serious look on his face, and would never talk to me. And he would just kind of like avert his eyes and just walk by me. And I just felt like, dude, this fucking kid thinks I'm a kook. All right, fuck, you know, I guess you don't like me. Like, fuck it, like, whatever. Like, there's not many pro skateboarders who live in New York, so I thought you would think I was cool.
That's how I feel about Ben. Like, does Ben think I'm just a fucking kook? I don't know.
I was still like in high school, skating the city on the weekends. I met Sage.
We had met through a friend named Cooper Winterson.
I owe a lot to Sage. He really got me in the mix with Bill and everyone.
I think I might have introduced him to Bill. Like, we were out skating together because I just wanted to be with Ben all the time.
I know like who I want to be involved in within like seconds. And meeting Ben, like I just saw something in him that just felt original.
Because he was skating with Bill, he was trying this trick, like a switch board sled on the rail onto the ledge at the Houston steps. He was trying that, he was getting pretty close. And then out of nowhere, he's like, I gotta leave. And he just fucking took off. And I was kind of like, what the hell? Like, what, where, that was weird. And they're like, oh yeah, he's gotta go to work.
Ben was like doing restaurant work and stuff like see, Ben is someone that had regular jobs before he got really into the skate thing. And he knows what it's like to have to like go to work, not make that much money, and fucking go to work the next day, you know? And Brian Anderson is the same way. Like, he worked a regular job, you know?
I was the line cook, yeah. Yeah, I met Ben Kadow because who I was living with was a cook for catering. And my friend at the time said, there's this guy, Ben, I work with, and he films with your friend Bill Strobeck. And I guess he's pretty good. And then I'd met Ben through Bill and started skating with him. And during Cherry.
So Cherry came out, I had some clips in that, but I was still not on Supreme. Was just kind of like, those are my homies. We just keep skating with Bill. I was on Brian Anderson's board company at the time, 3D. And yeah, it was just Austin, Brian, Tom Karangelov, and me.
I wanted him to ride for 3D because I just thought he's such a unique, powerful skater, and being an East Coaster and just having this air about him.
We went on a trip to San Francisco and I was like, we should send Ben out here. I just feel like he would come through, and I think that he's like somebody that I feel like would fit in with this thing.
And I heard they were doing a trip to SF, and I was working in kitchen jobs, but I was like, yo, Bill, like, if I would love to go out there and skate with you guys.
I told him like, hey, they're down to send you out there, you know, when you're off work for the weekend.
Just like, fuck, I can't believe this is finally happening.
He was super down, and then he came out and I felt like he felt very like obligated to like get something.
I'm like kind of stressing about, am I gonna get any footage for this? I need to get something. We're in the van, where are we gonna go? And I think Bill mentioned 3rd and Army. So we went to 3rd and Army, and I got switch lip slide for that video, Sickness. And that was it. That was my ticket in.
And Ben is somebody that just fit in there like no one else, you know? So I was like, this kid's fucking perfect.
And then a couple months later, Bill gets me a spot on Supreme, the team. Sounds ridiculous. Gets me a paycheck, and I switched to like doing catering on the weekends so that I could skate more. And then after that, hockey happened. Bill got me in touch with Benny.
He was writing for 3D. And I remember texting Bill being like, man, this kid is awesome. I wish he wrote for hockey. And he was like, we can make that happen.
And it was really hard having to tell Brian that I was leaving his company. I mean, it was an honor to skate for BA's company. Still, I love that dude. I owe him a lot. So I did it, and Brian was so fucking cool about it. I still can't believe it.
Yeah, he called me, I think it was on the 4th of July. He called me to quit, and I could hear in his voice, he was like, you know, like, I'm really sorry, and I was like, wow, I want you to be happy, you know? If you're gonna go forward in skateboarding and you feel like this hockey is a better place for you, then you should do it, man, because I want to be friends with you, and, you know, that's it. That's just, those are the break. That's what happens, you know?
Hockey's the shit.
Explain hockey. They launch hockey what you wanted? Or?
No, it was, hockey started, Donovan and John were skating for Alien, and Dill wanted to do something with them that was different.
I said to Benny, I want to do a company with Donovan and John. I want to call it Hockey.
Dill had mentioned, like, I just wanted to make a company called Hockey. He just thought it looked cool on paper. It wasn't like we were huge hockey fans or anything. It was just kind of an idea. Both of us don't actually even like the sport.
It's really just like, I mean, you watch John skate, and it's like, it's brutal. Like, in the sense of his, like, approach and, you know, his work ethic, and just, he will, like, you know, get the shit beat out of him, and he's like 6'3", and it's just like he's like a fucking giant hockey player.
They skated like hockey players to me. They looked aggressive. I know they were stoked, Donovan and John, but they were both like, it's just us on this thing. And they were so young. And then, yeah, you're pro too. And they're like, what, we're pro? Like, what the fuck?
And then fucking 2 years maybe into it, that's when I got on.
I actually don't really know how Ben came about.
I thought he was a snowboarder. I remember hearing that he was a pro snowboarder or some shit. He's not pro snowboarder, but like he snowboarded.
I think he back three'd this like a curb cut over a driveway, and then there was another curb cut. So it was like this like humps with a long wide driveway in the middle. And I was like, oh, that's fucking sick. Like it caught my attention, just how he did it. And then just his whole like vibe, I was like into it.
And I think it was just us three for a while.
What's the vibe of hockey versus fucking awesome, or is it kind of the same?
Well,
FA and hockey are I guess you could say, brother-sister companies. I don't know who's the brother and who's the sister. I think FA is the sister.
FA is like glam, and hockey's like, I guess, yeah, just like more working class sort of vibe to it. Yeah, FA is like upriver, and we're like downriver. Hockey.
I got what I wanted.
He's right. God, that stupid quote. That stupid quote.
Yeah, man, it's really nice out. Glad I came outside today. I didn't do graffiti, but I would just go out like some nights and just cover up shit that I hated seeing every day. And I covered this one up, and then like a week later it was back, and that was like 5 years ago. But you know, it's funny. I used to hate graffiti, but then I kind of just realized it's the same as street skating.
Ben had a very pure relationship with skating. Like, it was clearly an outlet for him. I don't think he had any interest in like making it a career.
I never wanted to be a pro skater. It was never a thought in my head.
Ben's natural instinct is like, no, I don't want that, you know. I want just like, I like the way I have it right now.
Like, I was about to just go fully just cooking forever.
When did you turn pro? 2017? I don't know, actually. We went to New York and like surprise him on a rooftop.
I'm a hard person to surprise. Bill and I were skating like downtown or something. He's like, yo, let's go up to my roof. I want to shoot some photos or something. And that was supposed to be like the surprise pro thing. So I knew what I was walking into up there. I saw the board and I was just like, I'm gonna break this thing in half.
Then he focused it.
People see that as ungrateful, but I see it as the opposite.
I thought that was hilarious because that's how he is.
And I still have it. This is the one. They made a jacket with it too. I mean, when I went pro, I had like a fucking, it was like a crisis. I don't know. It wasn't like a good thing mentally for me. I don't think it.
He definitely gets in his head about a lot of stuff, I feel like.
It's just probably a lot of complex shit going on behind the scenes, you know? I know that with me, so, you know.
I know he for sure has anxiety.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's really anxious and stuff, but I mean, I don't remember feeling like, oh, this guy's going off the deep end. But I mean, Ben's introverted, so I mean, he could keep that stuff to himself.
Being pro is hard. When you go from being somebody that's like not the most social or kind of in the corner doing your own thing, and all of a sudden people want to celebrate you, it's really hard.
But yeah, going pro was a funny experience. Just wised up to it, and like, I can't just like move on from this now. Like, I'm here and I gotta try to make the best of it, so.
I remember when his Hockey 2 video part came out, him being like, I remember feeling like he was just like, I don't know if people get what I'm going for. And I was like, what are you talking about, dude? This part is so sick. Like, but he was talking about how he did like the switch board slide on the ledge and then switch board slid the double kink that's down here. Because people kept being like, Ben's gnarly, and he didn't want to be known as a gnarly skater. It almost like felt like he wanted to be known as like a jokester or something. I don't know. I think that's why he did like the switch board on the ledge first before, like he just wanted to be like, make it fun.
He definitely didn't want to be like the gnarliest dude, but he would do such like unbelievable things, but it was just, to put it like simply, it was like he was just like breaking rules.
Dude, the fucking half flip, nobody wanted to do the half flip. Like that's Jim Thiebaud in Speed Freaks. That's the half flip. Like the half flip is very top of the food chain of obscure maneuvers that nobody ever wanted to do. and this motherfucker's taking them off handrails, and now other kids are half flipping. Like a Casper flip's a cooler flip than a half flip. So that's what I'm saying. He doesn't give a fuck. He's doing what he wants to do. He's half flipping on a handrails. He's dressed up, and I was like, that's cool. That's what you want a pro skater to be.
I was happy with how he came off in the video. Like, it came off very authentic and correct, and I felt like it would be hard to do Ben justice, because at the time, I guess he still is so different. And I think at the time there's Ben got a lot of flack at that time. Like, people didn't like the way he looked, or they didn't like the way he skated. But Benny, like, really like showed it how it should be shown.
I don't know, he's like one of those people that just kind of came on the scene and immediately stood out. From like trick selection to the way he dresses, to just kind of like his, I guess you can like feel his presence like through the screen in some weird way. I think I like that like weird aggression, where like, this sucks to say, but like the bails are almost as good as the makes. Where you're like, damn, that was, what's he even fucking trying? It just didn't even look fun at all. This is what you have to put yourself through for like an Instagram clip.
Obviously, he takes skating very seriously, but he like, all right, this one in the Blessed, he does this bend like from flat, like 50s, this like plancher rail that goes like down the ground. So he like straight on 50s and then goes down. And so he did it, and then we watched the footage, and he's like, I look so like angry in the roll-up. Like, let me try it again. So he does it again with like smiling, like on the roll-up, because it's like filmed, zoomed into his face, and then like zooms out to do the trick. But so yeah, he redid it smiling in the roll-up, so he looked less mad. So like, yeah, he's serious, but like he's definitely making a joke about it.
Dude, it's totally comical. Like, you see him roll away, he's got these funny sunglasses on. He just makes the face, and a pedestrian's there, and he's like, ah! Like, it's cool. Like, I like it as an adult, but as a kid, if I saw that, like, that's the guy I want to be like.
His video parts are so funny because it's just like, whoa, what? It's like outfit reveals as he comes around the fucking corner. He's never reached out to do anything with the magazine except for a scarfing material, which is the cooking section. So he's never said, hey, Burnett, can I have an interview? Burnett, can I get this photo in? Can I get the cover? He's like, hey, can I do some recipes? And I'm like, yes, you can.
He had moldy hot sauce. Like purposefully moldy?
I make hot sauce. It's really fucking intense. This is.
What's on the top?
This is old. Yeah, it's mold. I fermented it.
No, I don't want it. It's moldy.
Okay.
Pretty mold.
It's good mold. It's
Fermentation.
gives you like super.
So it's like kombucha mold?
Super strength. Yeah, but fuck kombucha, yo.
He made it 2 years ago and it was in the fucking fridge for 2 years. Well, he's very culinary.
This is like from 2 years ago. This is last year's. I try to give it to people. No one wants it because it's so crazy. Just like my babies, You gotta just take care of them.
If someone didn't know Ben and they watch this part where he like just jumped from this railing onto caveman board slide down this railing in front of some apartment. The camera cuts over to him in the street, turns his head around and does this weird look on his face. He does a nollie inward heel flip. It's fucking epic. It's so funny. He's not trying to just be a weirdo. He's having fun with this. He said like, this will be funny if I do this.
Ben brought something to a new generation that hadn't been seen before. And that's being yourself and skate how the fuck you want to skate. He's a personality, and skateboarder needs personalities, especially in a time when things have gone so beige or pretentious, when people like want to be a personality, but they're not natural. It's natural for him, like that's who he is.
Ben is not gonna contort or, fit into the puzzle piece that you want him to be,
You have to be very brave to do what the fuck you want to do. In anything in life, but especially in skating. Especially in fucking New York, especially if you're on all the cool teams. Like, you can be weird, but you can't be too weird kind of thing. So when you see people that are doing what they want to do, that's like, wow, that's a stand-up guy.
I mean, I think Ben's gonna be talked about for a long time after he's done skating. He knows how to do this. He's a really unique, cool pro skater. Look where he is today, and you know, he's an American original.
Fuck, dude. Why couldn't I just go regular like a boss? Fuck this. Woo! Fakey again. That'd be something. Alright, straight out. Birds, too? Pigeons aren't even real. Oh! Yes! Why do I fucking yell after every trick? Not like heel flip. That was pretty sloppy, but whatever. Let me see. Great. Okay, whatever. Fuck it, I'll take it. Thanks, guys. You guys are the best. What do you do? Cut.